You know when Netflix perfectly recommends that one show you end up binging? Or when a Tesla just seamlessly glides through a crazy unpredictable intersection? Or even when ChatGPT writes a flawless, complex essay in literally seconds? You are witnessing the future unfolding right in front of your eyes. But here's the really incredible secret. All of this cutting-edge artificial intelligence reshaping our world, it speaks a single foundational language. Let's dive right into this explainer and see exactly how you can learn to speak it, too.
So, what language does AI actually speak? I mean, just imagine waking up in a reality where AI helps doctors cure diseases faster than ever before, or where machines can literally compose beautiful symphonies. Think about the sheer, almost magical power behind something like ChatGPT. It feels overwhelmingly complex, doesn't it? Like pure science fiction. But what if I told you that beneath all those mind-bending layers of neural networks and infinite streams of data, the AI is speaking a surprisingly simple language? Mastering just one specific tool unlocks the ability to command that exact same world-changing power.
Well, the answer to that question is Python. It is the undisputed #1 language for artificial intelligence globally. Now, you might be wondering why this specific language. It's simply because its syntax is incredibly simple. It doesn't look like some chaotic mess of impossible mathematical symbols. Actually, it feels a lot like writing in plain, everyday English. You're basically just giving instructions in a way that both you and the machine can intuitively understand. It's elegant, it's simple, and it's incredibly powerful.
All right, here is our blueprint to the AI mind. Today we're going to cover the language of AI, decoding the AI brain, teaching machines to think, your AI toolkit, and finally, how the revolution starts now. Section 1. The language of AI.
Let's kick things off by stepping into our first phase and looking at exactly why the absolute biggest, most innovative tech titans on the planet deliberately chose Python as their architectural foundation. We're talking Google, OpenAI, Tesla. These aren't just software companies anymore. They're the architects of our modern futuristic reality. And guess what? They all run their most advanced AI systems on Python. So the really crucial takeaway here is that by learning this one language, you are stepping into the exact same arena as these tech giants. You aren't just picking up a weekend hobby, you are learning the very same tool they used to build the future we're living in right now.
Section 2. Decoding the AI brain. To really grasp this technology, we need to step directly into the mind of an artificial intelligence. Because before an AI can write a poem or navigate a self-driving car, how does it actually store its digital memories? How does it construct an identity out of pure data? Well, it all starts with this fundamental concept, a variable. In Python, a variable is simply a digital container for storing information. I want you to think of it exactly like how you and I hold a specific thought, a name, or maybe a childhood memory in our own minds. When an AI needs to remember that it is interacting with, say, an AI student, it carefully places that identity tag inside a variable. It is quite literally the basic building block of digital memory. And we can actually map these digital memories to highly relatable human traits using what programmers call data types. For example, a string in Python is just text, so think of that like your personal identity or your name. An integer is a whole number, functioning exactly like your exact age. And a Boolean? Well, that's the AI's way of making a rapid-fire true or false decision. By breaking it down this way, these seemingly abstract coding concepts suddenly become as easy to understand as reading a human personality profile. Section 3. Teaching machines to think. Now, storing passive memories is a great start, but the truly exciting part, that magic moment where it feels like the AI actually comes alive, is when we give the machine the ability to make logical decisions and process endless streams of data entirely on its own. The true spark of artificial thought is what's called the if-else condition. This is the core logic that lets a machine look at incoming information, evaluate it, and actually choose an action. It's the critical difference between a machine that just passively holds a memory and a machine that actively reacts and adapts to the dynamic world around it. To put that into perspective, think about an AI detecting and blocking an email as spam. The code basically says, if the email looks like spam, block it. Else, let it safely through to the inbox. It works exactly like a human physically sorting through their morning mail and just tossing away the junk flyers, right? An if-else condition is just everyday, common-sense human decision-making beautifully translated into Python. But as you know, an AI doesn't just make one single decision and then go to sleep. It makes millions of decisions in the blink of an eye. And that introduces us to the loop cycle. Ingest new data, process and output the result, and repeat infinitely. Just imagine an AI training on millions of complex data points, learning patterns almost exactly like a human brain, but doing it over and over again without ever getting tired. That relentless, powerful engine is what we call a loop. And here is the crazy part. You experience these AI loops literally every single day of your life. When you're endlessly scrolling through Instagram or constantly refreshing your YouTube feed to see what new videos pop up, you are directly interacting with an infinite loop. The application just keeps fetching new data and displaying it on your screen over and over again, completely powered by this exact Python concept.
Section 4. Your AI Toolkit.
As we dive a bit deeper into the AI mind, we realize pretty quickly we don't want to write every single complex instruction from scratch every single time. To construct incredibly sophisticated AI brains without having to constantly reinvent the wheel, we use functions. A function is essentially a reusable, highly specialized machine built right into your code that executes one specific job perfectly. Imagine you build a highly complex calculator or a high-tech prediction engine. Instead of rebuilding all that complicated logic every single time you need it, you simply bundle it into a function. You build it once, and you deploy it endlessly across your entire AI system.
And because Python is so globally popular, thousands of incredibly smart engineers have already built massive collections of these functions for you to use. Just look at this AI arsenal: NumPy, Pandas, TensorFlow, PyTorch. These are the futuristic-sounding Python libraries actively used in deep learning and data science today. When you learn Python, you unlock access to all of these pre-built, world-changing tools. You instantly have immense, world-class computational power right at your fingertips.
Section 5. The revolution starts now.
Okay, we've looked at the foundational language, we've decoded the digital brain, and we've explored the futuristic tools of artificial intelligence. Now, we're going to shift the cinematic focus entirely back to you and how you can take immediate action to join this technological vanguard. There's a famous saying: Python is your first step into the AI revolution. Every AI engineer starts here. And honestly, it is incredibly empowering to remember that the brilliant minds who created ChatGPT, or the engineers who programmed Tesla's self-driving cars, they didn't start out with superpowers. They started exactly where you are standing today, learning the exact same basic concepts we just walked through in this explainer. So here's your highly actionable 3-step path forward for the exact moment this explainer ends. Step 1, practice daily. Just writing a little bit of code every day literally rewires your brain to think logically. Step 2, build small, simple projects. Don't try to build a sentient robot on day 1, all right? Build a simple calculator or a fun text-based game. And step 3, stay remarkably consistent. Consistency is the true, undisputed secret behind mastering any technology. We are living in a genuinely breathtaking era, where technology is evolving faster than at any point in human history. Python is your key to not just sitting back and watching the future happen, but actually getting your hands dirty and building it yourself. So, I will leave you with this one final provocative question. Are you ready to write your first line of code?